get it. Are we on?
Yeah, we in the game.
All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First things first, we want to give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, and Kakwadash. We say Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Ba'ashem, and Kakwadash. And we give double honors to our apostle elders, which are the apostle elders, a great millstone, which feed us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit of power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. When the time of the end, 2022, the year of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, turning up. All right, we're beautiful times we in right now. Hey, I said there was a special occasion happening, so we got right here with me the elder from Arkansas, and then we actually with the brother from Memphis right here. You know, if you want to say shalom, bro.
Hey, shalom. Hey,
Yeah, Khan, this is a beauty, and the Lord said how beautiful it is for us to dwell together in unity, man. So these are the times that you see in the bringing together of a nation, man, a government body. That's what you're seeing being built up, man. These are the pieces that Yahweh Shem Yahushai has set to build the temple. Hopefully we be a part of that, man, and we remain in that and be found to be tried stones, man. And hopefully to be anything, man. But the tried stone is those that are going to enter into this new temple, man, which is being built by Yahweh Shai in the spirit, man. And then it will be built physically when he delivers the elect and establish the kingdom of heaven on the planet Earth, man. So we're going to go into this issue, all right? It's not an issue, but it's an ongoing thing that we need to fine-tune. You know, we need to fine-tune for Jake, because there's a lot of Jake that's coming in. Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are spread out through the four corners of the planet Earth. You're coming back to the understanding yourself. You were Gentiles. That's why it says a brother would get it. You know, you were Gentiles, man. Con. So we're in the time of the refreshing of our minds, the refreshing of our spirits by the way of Yahweh Shem Yahushua's will, man. And you got guys that are trying to negate that, or trying to put us back to sleep. Because what's our option? If we're not the Gentiles and we're not to wake up, what is our options? To go back to being Negroes in the Christian church? What does that profit us, man?
Right, nothing.
Because what does it say? If you need to build up, you need to edify. If we're not that, then give us who we are. Give us what we are. What are we to do? Because we're in a time of great chaos and uncertainty. But all vocab and these guys want to do is put us back in a state of sleep. A brother got that?
This is 1 Corinthians 12:1.
Mm-hmm.
Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I will not have you ignorant.
Mm-hmm. That's why you say you're not supposed to be ignorant. That's why it says do not be over small matter. You're supposed to have your mind set and study to show thyself approved. You're not supposed to be ignorant. You're not supposed to say, well, I guess God loves everybody. No, you got to look that up. Yeah. A man's love, that's important. That's important. Just like a marriage. A marriage, you sign it half and half, even in Esau's corrupt world, man. If you split with a woman, guess what? She can get half your supply. So love is not something lackadaisical, is it?
No.
So love is supposed to be looked into and be thorough, man. You see? Go ahead.
That's why it's an action word.
Exactly, the move, you know.
It says, ye know that ye were Gentiles.
Yeah, that means you were Gentiles, just like we were Gentiles. We were Africans. We were Americans. We were islanders. We were natives. Those are not what we are. Right. That's not giving us rest, man.
Yeah, right. Them bywords that were placed upon us in captivity.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And it says, ye know that you were Gentiles, carried away unto these dumb idols.
Now we got to ask ourselves, how did we become Gentiles? That's the verse now. How did we become Gentiles? You see that? So now we're in the time of us coming back from a dark state, man. And being American, all of us, everything we were raised in schools to be what? African. That's the deepest as we went. Yeah. And we already know where Africa comes from. If you don't know where Africa comes from, that's named after a Roman general, man. So that's not who we are.
Right. Because that's sure not the motherland. No. How they being deceived today and push forth that deception as Africa being the motherland when the scriptures tell you that Jerusalem is the mother of us all. Yeah, you know, but you got just to bring back that point when he said carried away.
And that means they covered up the face. They covered up Israel too.
That's right.
They covered us up, and they covered up what's the real genesis of creation is Israel, man. Is the Garden of Eden.
Yeah. This is Deuteronomy 28:64. Says, and Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there ye shall serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
And you see it now. We're serving these things, serving them today. Vocab is trying to put us back in the bondage of Christianity. They're trying to tell us that we're not. They're taking upon us. What did he say? He that toucheth you toucheth the apple of mine eye. So if we establish who the Israelites are, then that means you got to establish who touched these Israelites.
Right.
He said, I shall what? I shall plead with them there for my heritage's sake.
Yep.
So we're in a time where the Lord is pleading and asking for the controversy of Zion, man.
Yep, do I say, ye know that you were Gentile, carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led. And let's go back to the curses when he just read it, Deuteronomy 28:4. Because the Most High put these curses upon us. Why? Because we were disobedient.
Yeah.
All right, we want to, well, I think that's Psalm 135, if I'm not mistaken. We 135, though.
Well, he did. I'm gonna read Gentiles in a lot of.
Yeah.
When you go into Gentiles, watch
Oh,
the
Psalm
definition.
106. Right to it, Psalm 106
Okay,
and 35.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah, but read
Jump right into
34 first. Yeah,
All right, Psalms 106 and
34 and 35.
34, 35.
Yeah.
It says they did not destroy the nations concerning whom Yahweh commanded them,
Alright.
but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works.
See, we was carried away to these dumb idols.
That's right.
See that? So we were mingled among the heathen.
Yeah.
And what? We learned their works.
Yeah.
Why? Because that was the curse the Lord had put upon us.
Yeah.
Alright, for being disobedient, man.
Verse 36, it says, and they served their idols, which were a snare unto them.
It was an idol.
Yeah,
We
right.
fell off.
yeah, yeah. It was a trap, man. Because in the book of Judges, the tribe of Ephraim, Judah, and all that, they didn't remove the heathen from their land.
No.
And then over time, they started worshiping their idols, man.
That's why the Lord told Saul to do what he did. You
Right.
understand now? That's why the Heavenly Father don't got to explain everything to us, man.
Right.
The Heavenly Father now lets us, okay, go ahead and see what sees. Go ahead. Let them around you. Marry their daughters. Remember where the prophet had to thrust through the Moabite woman and the Israelite woman? She was a priestess. And the elders went into that she was
The javelin.
javelin. Yeah, he speared him. They ran it because she was a temple harlot. So he was openly had his arm around, like pretty much on the way to pop her. And it was like, look, they was bringing evil. So going unto these women, because women were turning. A lot of these women are temple harlots now, man.
Yeah.
They're fully, because what do? They're promoting that sexual magic, man. That's why you have the Nicki Minaj's, the stallions, and all this, the wops, and I mean it's demonic, man. They're using sexual magic because that's showing you that women were used as a sexual proxy for idolatry, man. So what do you think is happening today? These women, the Hollywood women, the vibration they're pushing is what? That's idolatral vibration. That's not in the scriptures. These women do not mirror what a woman is supposed to be according to the words of Yahweh Shem Shah.
That's right, brother.
They're not. So what are you idolizing? They're idolizing women, that queen of heaven worship, a woman being put above a man, a woman having the power, a wop. You know, I don't cook, no clean. So what do the scriptures tell a woman to do? Tend to the household.
Right.
And we're supposed to do what, man? We were supposed to burn down these groves, these idols, and all that, man. But Jake didn't do that, man.
Yep. So that furthered. Now we know why the Heavenly Father said, "Go into this land and kill all of them. Don't save no." So Saul killed the Amalekites, which is now we know that's the seed and the root. That was an evil seed line right there.
Yep.
That seed line, but it was meant in the spirit though, because David was being established as that ruler. So Saul was made to go off, man.
Yep. And when Hamashiach comes back, he's going to destroy those idols and those groves, man.
And he's gonna finish. He's gonna set up the establishment of the end of the Amalekites and Esau.
Real quick, this is Deuteronomy 7:5 says, "But thus shall ye do with them.
Yeah.
Ye shall destroy their altars, break down their images,
Mhm.
and cut down their groves, and burn their graven images with fire."
Yep. And was that King Amaziah that threw the Edomites up?
Uh-huh.
What did he do? He did a righteous thing,
Yeah,
but then
but
turned
then-
around. He didn't clear them groves out.
Right.
He did a halfway job. That's like if you go to a
Start worshiping that shit.
exactly.
Yep.
That's like if you go to a construction site. You may lay the tile down. You can lay the tile down, but don't grout it.
Yeah.
You gonna have an ungrouted floor. What's gonna happen? You gonna have stuff come in between those tiles, and eventually those tiles are gonna pop up because you didn't finish the job. You didn't seal the job. That's what the
Right.
Lord was telling Amaziah. Do that. Okay, I'm with that. Throw them off hills, murder them,
Yeah.
however you will, but burn their idols though. Burn their gods
Yeah.
because that energy was still there, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. The vibration.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's 2 Kings 25.
Yep.
You read that down towards the end. That's when you get to what the brother's going over there.
Come on,
We
bro.
was just reading that the other day. I think it was.
It was, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
You got that definition, bro?
Yeah, it's two of them. Gentiles. You have to watch these books. Sometimes they give you
What you got the Bible?
compact
Peace,
yeah,
peace, that piecemeal.
It says non-Israelite people,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now we go into the word gentilis. It means foreigner. Okay, it means foreigner. It comes from Gershom, which was Moses' son when he was born in a foreign land. That's what they named it. Okay, so but when we start practicing from other nations, you take on a name which is Helen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna read the definition of Helen. Hellenist is Jews who made Greek their tongue, and with it often adopted Greek ideas and practices. Okay, so that's what you see going on here in America as well, because they have adopted the ways of Esau, which Esau adopted the ways of the ancient Greek customs, the ancient Roman customs, the ancient Babylonians, all the way to Egypt. So therefore, you're not going off the practices of your Israelite customs, so therefore you're Hellenist.
That's right.
And when you go into Hellenist styles, those were the Jews who knew they were Jews, but they practiced the customs. That's where you get the circumcision and the uncircumcision. When you be reading the scriptures, like the circumcision don't like the uncircumcision, it's the ones who practice, they look down on the ones who was coming from the other lands.
Yeah.
Okay? And then the Lord had to send, who did he send to preach to those people? The Apostle Paul, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Let me see if I can find it where he was sent to them.
The Gentiles, the apostle, yep.
I think that was Acts 9, I think.
And that's why I say you were strangers from the Commonwealth.
Mm.
Didn't have rights in the land because they weren't born in the land.
But yeah, that's the definition. So go ahead.
Because it says, remember ye were Gentiles. How can the heathen stop being Gentiles?
That's right.
That don't make sense.
That have to give up what they are. They ain't giving up.
No.
Because even the time of the Antiochus, that shows you these Gentiles don't even stick to their own gods. Because when Antiochus put that decree and said everyone must turn from their gods, guess what? Who was the most rebellious? Jake was. Because Jake actually, that's why the Lord said in Psalms, what? The nation's gods are what? Idols.
Yeah.
They don't have no tangibility. That's why Jake was holding on to the Most High, because the Most High is the true power, man.
Got it. This is First Maccabees 1:41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed, according to the commandment of the king.
Yeah, and they're gonna try to establish again.
Yep.
All right, but it's known as what? The NWO.
That's
New World
right.
Order. But it's gonna be under the what? The Charagma, man. The MOTB.
Yep.
Yeah.
Say, yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
And you're gonna have the same way.
Yeah.
That's why it's written.
Yeah.
2/3 of our people gonna be destroyed.
Yeah.
Because 2/3 of our people gonna give in to this system, man.
Mhm.
To this beast system.
Yeah.
They gonna fall victim.
Yeah.
Why? Because they have no faith. You know, that's first and foremost. They have no faith, man. and then they don't believe it, and then you see they don't even consider.
They don't bat their eyes.
Yeah.
Like that video, you know what's even deeper of it? The video where the apostles went into these preachers that are in the council against what the black Hebrew Israelites are turning the young black male against. No, you in your mind, you're not even considering, hold on, man. Why are they turning from these things? They're saying, man, we can't combat them. Instead of looking at it, it's like this. If you're training to be a fighter, and then you seeing your coach like, man, it's a bad trainer over there, man, but I don't know if we can get to, I'm going to do what I can. I'll be like, hold on, man. You can't train me to be a good fighter?
Right.
I'm going to go with something if I'm striving, because what are we in this truth? We're striving for what? Perfection. Run a race. If you're going to run a race, are you going to be trained by a coach that's like, I try to get you there?
No, you're going to want to be trained by a coach that knows what he's doing.
That's right. That's why certain boxers, they'll do what? They'll have a coach that they come up with in the gym, but then when they get on that establishment level, they're moving up in the ranks, and they got to move up to another coach.
Yeah.
And that coach don't take it offensively. They be like, man, I taught you all I can teach you.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go to another coach that got the different things that's going to get you to a champion level. Exactly.
Now, those preachers, they said they were wrong, but they can't combat us though. Like, hold on, if we're wrong, you should be able to prove it then.
Easy.
Right.
Yeah.
We go with that one.
Yeah. Okay, come on. I got some real quick. This is the book of Ezekiel 37 and verse, this is the 13. And it says, and ye shall know that I am the Lord when I have opened your graves. The point of opening our graves is the time of the awakening. Us coming out of a Gentile state of mind, our graves was our dead state. So us being Gentiles, because these nations are dead, they have no life in them, man.
Right.
They don't have no laws, man. They're lawless. Their laws is just to praise the idolatrous idols that they set up, which is according to man's will.
Yeah, because what is life? What is life? You know what I'm saying? Because you look at the situation that the Israelites in the other nation. What separate us? The laws, statutes, and commandments.
Yep.
You know, that's what make us starve, because they idols are already evil.
Yeah.
That's why I say their power is no power.
Right.
You see? But the Lord has separated us. He gave us the laws, statutes, commandments, which is what the breath of life, which is what enter into us, man.
Hey man, hey, I gotta go to 12 now for you, bro. It says, therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord of power. Behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves.
Exactly, just like how Shai did. But now it's through the Spirit.
Yeah.
You see, now we being risen out of our grave with that dead state of mind. All right? That's how it represents, the dead state. When you go into Ezekiel 37, the dry bones. All right, it's not America known as the valley of the shadow of death. All right, is united in the truth, is united in the congregation of the dead. Go ahead.
Come. And it says, and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel.
All right.
And the land of Israel is so he said, I'm going to bring you into being Israel, and then I'm going to bring you into being but he's going to physically bring us into the land.
That's right.
And it says, and ye shall know that I am the Lord when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves.
Right, we can see that. When we tell our family about the truth and prophecy, they still be dumbfounded. So the Lord brought us out of that, man.
Yeah.
Because what? We understand, and we got the what? The messages. See, that's one thing the Lord have blessed us with. He have blessed us with the ability to see through the darkness, as we got on what them junk called night visions, man.
Yep. And the night vision goes into oil. The apostle went into that. That's how an owl sees in the night. It's the oil that secretes over their eyes that can allow them to see, man. So we've been given a spiritual vision that others can't see. That's the melanin. It even goes in deep into the melanin. The melanin that's in us, it's in our eyes.
Yeah.
It's in our eyes so there's a whole different vibration that comes with us. It's not the fact that the Lord saying choosing. We're looking at it on the outside, inside out. The Lord looks from outside in.
God.
He sees a hammer. He sees a screwdriver. It's like a man, a handyman looking at his toolbox, and then all of a sudden his hammer's like, nah, man, I'm a drill.
Yeah.
No, you're not a drill. You're a
Yeah.
I can't use them to do what I need. I need a hammer.
Right.
That's what he says. Thou art my battle axe and my weapons of war. We're a tool that the Lord has specifically engineered us to be.
Yeah.
Thou art my people. Thou art my apple of my eye. You're my conduits on this earth, man.
Like we can never stop being who we are. We can't. Just like Esau cannot stop being wicked. He was created to be that.
Go back to programming.
Exactly.
Yeah. The Lord programmed the wicked and the righteous from the beginning, from the foundation of the earth. That's why Esau hated. You know, that's why they trying, man. They trying all they can. You know, hey, Christianity on the rope, man. Getting beat horribly right now.
Yeah.
You know, to the point that Esau gonna have to make his move.
Yeah.
But that's how we lost our way though, man, giving up to the idols.
Man. Yeah.
Generation of generation of generation. You know what I'm saying? It start out good, but at the end it's bad. Why? Because of generation. Just like point example, raising your kids. All right, you was able to whoop them in the 50s, in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, but we got the 2000s. Not because Esau had put up a fucking a law that you can't even whoop your kids, you can't even chastise your kids. So what that bring forth? Monsters.
That's right.
You see? When you can beat them in a way to train them to believe in your How Shema Shai, make sure they do these, you know, say do this and do that. You can't even do that no more, man.
That's why I said put them under the yoke.
Yeah.
That's why we're under yokes. That's why it says that's why it says if he loveth, he chastise, man. We're under the yoke right now. What did Paul say? I'm a prisoner of what? Hope. We're yoked up right now because if you leave this yoke, guess what? You have literally, you're in the world now. Yeah. You don't have correction. Yeah, you don't have to do the law. You don't have to go out. You don't got to do nothing. But guess what? You under the yoke of sin now. Yeah. And now you've turned your back on the plow, man.
Remember, a sheep need what? Guidance. Yeah. That's why the sheep have a shepherd. The sheep try to go astray or whatever. The shepherd what? Hit the sheep and bring her back in the fold to keep going. And that's how it is.
About that, man. We were just talking about that.
We were just talking about that, bro. We in the it's crazy.
But that's how it is. So we fell off from that, man, through the order. But guess what? It was a curse that was placed upon us. But now, through the blood of Yahweh Shai, we being risen and coming back to Heavenly Father, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, the obedience way, which is keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the best of our ability. Is it? Mm-hmm. You got it, L.
This is Acts 13 and 41. It said, behold, ye despisers, and wonder and perish, for I will work a work in your days, a work which ye shall in no wise believe, though a man declare it unto you. And that work you see, brothers, just said, the Lord put the Spirit back on us because we were Gentiles too.
Right.
Okay. And you have certain men, like even when Paul right here in 9 and 15, it says, but the Lord said unto him, go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me to bear the name before the Gentiles and the kings of the children of Israel. So we were those same Gentiles, which that work, that miracle that the Lord, he used Paul to do a miracle, which was going to those lost sheep and waking them back up, just like the Lord used the apostles to wake us back up. That was a miracle within itself. You see what I'm saying? When you go in Galatians 2, Paul tell you, people sent to the circumcision, I was sent to the uncircumcision, which were the Gentiles, which we were those same Gentiles as well. And that's what we're doing through the Spirit. We're trying to perform that miracle through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai to help wake up. So every brother you see coming into the fold, that's a miracle being formed in front of y'all eyes. Right. Okay?
Ooh. I got something for you, real quick. This Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that have been, it is that which shall be.
Which is the Spirit.
And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
So men have always came into the truth. Go back to Acts 8th chapter.
He said, I have what, 7,000 men that have not bowed to lead the Baal.
Yeah, it's Kings of 19th chapter, 18th verse. Okay? And when you look at Acts 8th chapter, the Ethiopian eunuch was sitting there reading. He was like, he needed a man to help him He woke up in the truth.
Philip.
Wisdom of Solomon. I should go about the cities and street and seek after whom my soul loveth. So he was seeking after whom his soul loveth.
Which is wisdom.
Because we had all lost our way.
Yep.
We was all doing. Hey, any brother could tell you a story about how he was the wickedest nigga in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
We all got a wicked ass. We was wicked.
Yeah.
But that was a miracle within itself, right in front of y'all eyes. Y'all seen it. Like we was talking before the camera come on, how our parents, y'all saw a miracle, but
That
was a brother growing, like he growing all that hair on your face.
That's a
It was a
miracle.
miracle being born right in front of your eyes.
Damn.
Right? Some man that the Lord put the spirit on, boom, brought the word, and it was like we were Gentiles, and it was like boom, we related to the ways of America. You know, Jake doing all that damn Egyptian haircuts and all that bullshit.
All of it, yeah.
And that miracle happened, and we came back to the fold. You know what I'm saying? That's how.
I got one for you.
Go ahead.
This is Psalms 50 and 21. It said, "These things have thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thy eyes."
See, it will set you in order before thine eyes. That's what you see.
That's right.
And then all the way to the end, it says in Wisdom of Solomon 5, they're going to be amazed at the strength
And it's about salvation.
So they're going to be like, damn, that was them dudes. But it's going to be too late.
Yep.
The miracles are already being performed. You want to be part of the magic trick. You see what I'm saying? Why it's happening? It's like a magic trick being performed right before your eyes. Go back and read Exodus 4, 5, 6, and 7. The Lord put it on Moses and Aaron to perform magic tricks in front of Pharaoh.
And it was leading up to that grand finale.
They were performing tricks. They was throwing a rod down that was turned to a snake. They was dipping water out of the river and pouring it. It was a blood coming out.
Gnats, frogs.
Those are tricks being performed by the Heavenly Father in order to wake up our people, plus harden the heart of Pharaoh. So the things you see us doing is making the King of America's heart harden to the point.
And was it, I just thought about, man, just because it says thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. Because you even said that people weren't believing more on Moses, because it's Moses. And then by the end of it,
scriptures we'll probably never know until we get to the kingdom. Like the same thing he did to Pharaoh. I guarantee they came against the congregation of Israel, threw it down, and made it turn into a snake and made it a rod again. Certain people probably were like, I believe. Then there was a lot more that was like, man, don't do this.
and then until that happened.
Yeah, they was like, yeah, whatever.
Because I read it, I just read it the other last
Sorcerers
week.
like the king sorcerers, you know.
Because he said, the Lord told Moses out of the burning bush, he said, go to the elders of Israel, gather the elders and tell them, I have heard. So he sent Moses unto the established elder leadership of the Israelites at the time. Moses was known as an Egyptian. So this was Moses being like, hey, the Lord said, go and tell them, I've heard their cries. I'm going to set up a deliverer. I'm going to come
And this
get
is the
them.
same reason why we get on you preachers. Because y'all are damn near elders of the people.
Sent to them.
You see what I'm saying? Because y'all got these big ass congregations. But yet, the miracles being performed once again through a small amount. Because the more and more the word come out, the more and more you people are leaving them churches. That's miracles being formed right before your eyes. Y'all don't understand they're miracles. But y'all gonna, it's gonna be too late. When you see the chariots in the sky hovering over your head, it's gonna be too late.
The trick is done. The trick is done. It's not about the trick, it's about the lead up. They said, what is it called? Showmanship.
Yeah.
That's what it is. They say a great artist is a great showmanship. He leads you to that end. It almost like you're at the edge of your seat. By the time the thing is done, you're like, man, I didn't believe it would happen like that, you know?
Because he hypnotized you with the words. He talked the whole time. You ever notice how a magician constantly talks?
Yeah.
His hands are moving, but he's talking.
I do,
He
yeah.
hypnotized you with the words. So these words is what's important. This is the trick. Like, really, like to believe it. It's words. The Lord didn't just come down like he did Paul. Didn't come down and knock you off a horse. No, you just heard words on the YouTube. You heard some words, and then it probably was a few cuss words in there. and then bother
These
you,
guys.
and you like, oh shit, I believe what they saying, just like that.
Hey,
That's
the
it.
Lord said that. The Lord said that his sheep gonna hear his voice.
Yeah,
But
they
then
shall
when you
follow
go
him.
into First Peter's, it speaks about how the Lord with Peter, he said he was gonna put in our remembrance that we once knew this.
That's right.
Like the Lord tapped, tapping our Peter gland and pressed it down low, but but I got one other, you ain't got
Go
other.
ahead, bro.
Huh?
Go ahead.
It's just going to prophesy how the Lord put the Spirit on us. It's this is Amos 7 and 12. And Amaziah says to Amos, "Art thou serious? Go flee thee away to the land of Judah, and eat bread and prophesy there. But prophesy not. But prophesy not again anymore in Bethlehem. But it is the king's chapel, and it is the king's court." Then answered Amos, said to Amaziah, "I was no prophet, neither was I a prophet's son, but I was a herdman and a gatherer of the sycamore fruit. And the Lord Yahweh took me as I followed the flock, and the Lord Yahweh said to me, Go, prophesy unto my people Israel."
See? That's a commission.
That's a commandment. And that's what the Lord have done to us, man.
He said,
we
that
were
was
no
the
prophet,
gathering.
son. We know we was a prophet.
Yeah.
Lord willing, it'll be revealed at the end.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
we're in that same state.
It was like we just gathering. We was just working. We were just chilling. We were just doing whatever we did until that day the Lord poked you, man. It was a poke. That's why Song of Solomon said, I seek him who my soul loveth. There was something in you that one day there was like, man, there's something more. Then you was just seeking, and you're rummaging. You know what I mean? Nah, that ain't it. Nah, that ain't it. Nah, until you can't. Until it's like, then you know. Hold on. Then it's like, okay, hold on, because it says he's stirring up our pure minds, though we once knew this.
Right. Oh well, it says in Isaiah, I think 30, it says, "You shall hear a voice behind thee saying, This is the way, walk ye in it."
Walk ye in it.
So we heard the word, and here it is, Isaiah 55 and 11. "So shall my word be that goeth forth; it shall not that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please,
That's right.
and shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." So we heard the word, and didn't go out void. We heard it, and we received it, man. All right, man, because the word is meant to accomplish what, man? Prophecy, and to bring us back.
And then who's the word? Yahweh Shai.
Exactly.
And who had said, I should be with thee unto the what? Ends of the earth.
Yep.
So I got, and this is Babylon Timbuktu. Little information on, because the title of it is how do we get to this state?
How we lost our way.
Being in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, chosen people.
That's right.
But the curses, basically had to live up to the curses or through the curses. Probably back then you didn't understand what the curses was talking about.
Yeah. Like, what?
You see what I'm saying? So this is Babylon Timbuktu, page 83. It says, after the death of Alexander, his vast empire was divided among the generals. Ptolemy received Egypt, and Seleucus received Asia. As time elapsed, there was constant war between these two dynasties. These were Edomite dynasties, okay? It says, by the year of 98 BC, the descents of the general Seleucids had their capital of Syria just north of Palestine. In the same year, the Seleucid dynasty in Syria compelled Egypt to give up Palestine, the land of the Jews, okay? So this was our land. It says, the king of Syria at this time was Antiochus III. And when Antiochus IV usurped, the throne of Syria in 75 to 163 BC, he entertained the thought of uniting Alexander's empire. This meant the conquest of Egypt. However, the province that bordered on Egypt was Palestine, which stood in his way. At this time, the Jews would not accept Greek culture. Nevertheless, Antiochus was determined to Hellenize the Jews.
Determined. That means there was no option. There was no anything on the table. Just like you see now. And then he said something, Elder said something earlier, it was an Edomite conflict. What do we have happening today? We have a Edomite conflict.
Yeah.
We have Russia, United States, Ukraine. Those are Edomites.
Yeah.
Those are Edomites in power right now. With a sprinkle of some Moabite, you know, some sprinkle of some Ishmaelite, but who's the major? It's like the time that was in. Because in that time that was being established, because who was coming up in power at that time? Rome.
Yeah.
Rome was you know, the situation where the Roman general circled, who did he circle? Man, he circled the Roman general circled him and said, if you step outside of this circle,
that line or whatever.
Yeah, I forgot the man, that escapes me. That's something we gotta go. That's why you always gotta refresh yourself. But long story short, he said, look, if you step out of here, because Rome was being established as a powerhouse, man. So this is a conflict you're seeing play out today in the modern time. We're seeing a Russian conflict where they're impassable, and what? Money and power is always that root. Is that what can we gain control over the known world, man?
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, Jake became Gentiles because in Greece Antiochus basically said it is not lawful to call yourself a Jew.
Jake was sewing back his foreskins.
Yeah, and I got it. Yeah, this says verse 44 in 1 Maccabees 1. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah.
Start at 41.
Got you. Moreover, the king Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. And
New World Order.
Mm-hmm.
NWO. Go ahead.
Yeah. And everyone should leave his law, so all the heathen agreed, according to the commandment of the king.
Yeah.
Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed to idols.
That's what we see now. That's why there's nothing new under the sun. These same Christians, these same pastors are nothing but the Hellenized Christians coming back in the same darkness that they were in, man.
The same life.
Instead of togas, guess what they wearing? Suits
and
ties, man.
Yeah.
And they still eating the pork.
Yep.
They still putting that pork, and then what do? They cook it in the church. That's the spirit of them cooking that pork in the church.
Yep.
The shrimps in the church, the fish boil, the crab boil in the church.
Because who defiled the temple? Who put pigs in the temple? Esau did.
Come on, man. And that 501c3 is a form of defilement, man.
Yep.
Because you made a contract with the heathens.
Yep. And they can only teach certain things.
That's a defilement. You're defiling.
Right.
You're defiling it, man. You're defiling your temple, man. That's leaven. It says a little leaven.
Leaven is the whole lump.
That's 11, man. You putting the Lord. The Lord give you a commandment, then you go grab a commandment from something else. That's a little leaven, and then eventually, because the Lord said you cannot serve two masters.
Right.
You gonna love one, or you gonna hate the other. So you either gonna love the 501c3, the tax exemption, or you gonna love the scriptures, man. And you're going to say, sodomites can't get married in my church. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. But if you do that, guess what? You're going to lose that 501.
Verse 45 says, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, that they shall profane the Sabbath and the festival days, and polluted the sanctuary and the holy people, set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh,
chapels,
and unclean beasts.
How many Antioch churches did we see on the way?
Yeah.
How many Antioch churches?
They always in them country towns, way out there in the middle of nowhere.
That's the chapels. Those are the modern day chapels, man.
Yeah. That they should leave. That they should also leave the children uncircumcised, and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation.
Yeah, that's how we fell away. We
They were doing
discontinued
it.
from our heritage.
They was killing us.
Yep.
That's
Because
how they was making us bow down and kill your ass when you read in second Maccabees 7th chapter. You see how he was doing them 7 brothers?
Yep, the woman.
That's how they was getting our ass, bro. He was like, they'll make your ass an example in front of everybody. You like, man, I don't want my kid to get done like that.
Yeah, that's how they did us in slavery.
Buck breaking.
Because it says here, verse 50, and whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said he should die.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they're gonna do this time too.
Yep.
All right, 'cause that's the only option when it comes down to the MOTB. The hour that's why it's called the hour of temptation.
Yep, will be tested.
Hey, you don't want to worship the beast? Guess what's gonna happen? Off your head, man.
Yep.
Hey, there should be a, hold on. It'll mess the sound up on that, but I got it on yours. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But then so what Antiochus did and tried to accomplish,
Hey, read on.
he's going to do it again. It says, in the self same manner, wrote he to his whole kingdom and appointed overseers over all the people, commanding the cities.
I was just getting ready to say, that's some bootleg members. That's them. So that's what you see. That was a council of taskmasters.
Yep.
They're like, man, how can we get these young black males to come back under the fold? And no, that's showing you the demonicness of it. That's like somebody, you got saved out of a bus, and then here come this dude from a corner. He look at you and say, you all right, man? Yeah, I'm good, man. This guy to save me. He's like, okay. And pushes you back into the street where the bus come back and fade in the darkness. That's what they want to do to us.
Yeah.
What has Christianity profited us, man?
Nothing.
You know how many adultery, they're trying to say like we didn't see the adultery, we didn't see the lack of love, we didn't see people judging people. You're not talking about us, you're not talking about what we're practicing, you're talking about a personal effect. Because what made us search for the truth was what was going on around us, man.
Right. Yeah. A lot of people turn to being atheists and try to turn to the other philosophy, the other so-called religion because of what Christianity pushed forth, man.
Yep.
People tired of going to church and hearing hollering and singing, and the pastor fresh to head to toe,
Popping every woman
you know what I'm
can.
saying?
Yep.
You know, people getting the eyesight of Babylon, man. That's why people leaving Christianity. You know. Really, basically coming to who they know. They might not have the full truth, but now they know they're Israelite. You got Keisha rocking the headscarf. You know what I'm saying? Jake rocking the stones. Shirts with the fringes
on. Yeah. You
You know?
they at the gym with the. I seen them. They Jake over here playing basketball with the fringes. Like,
Right.
I ain't mad at him though. But that's,
Man, Jake is trying, but
so like, yeah, they say Ricky Knight. Yeah, there you go.
yeah, God,
So like whatever we missed, but y'all brothers got
I got
it.
one. Hey, let me edify before you read on. But just go right with the end of that, what you just read. The second Maccabees 6 and 8 and 9 it says, moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashions and be partakers in their sacrifices. And whosoever would not conform themselves to the manner of the Gentiles should be put to death. Then might a man have seen the present memory.
Man.
So they will put you to death right in front of everybody to make you conform over. Okay? They wasn't joking, man. That was his plan when you read in Babylon and Timbuktu. When Antiochus said, look, they gonna convert, check this out.
We gonna make it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we gonna, don't worry about it. And boom, there it happened. They converted. Now we in this time of this miracle being performed where we are. The Lord is putting the skin back on us, man. Dry bones are shaking up. We standing up on our feet. The Lord put the breath in us to stand up, and the miracles are being performed.
That's right.
Coming out of that Gentile state of mind. Now we're being brought back to the fold. Now we're being Hellenistized.
Hellenistas, yeah, because we ain't at the land.
We still in this land, but we're practicing our laws.
Dang.
hey, that's what they did.
We are
What
Hellenistas.
is that? Baruch 2 and 32. You know,
I
I
got
got
it.
about captivity. We shall remember ourselves.
So,
That's exactly what we're doing, man.
That's why what is Isaiah says, they shall bring my little ones on their shoulders into the land of Israel. So when we establish, they're gonna be bringing They're gonna be bringing. Oh, hey, that's the Israel. They gotta go back home. They're gonna be bringing with gold and offerings. It's gonna be a wonderful sight to see, man. Imagine Israelite foreigners that don't get delivered. These are Israelites that have not been delivered by Yahweh Shah, man. They're gonna be coming from. They're gonna be coming from the. It says what? The kings shall bring. You know, they shall bring you, man.
You go finish that.
Come.
This is verse 52. Then many of the people were gathered unto them, to wit, everyone that forsook the law, and so they committed evils in the land, and drove the Israelites into secret places, even wheresoever.
Where are we going now? We're in it says enter into that, we're into this truth. It says enter into the straight gate. This is our secret chamber, man. Because what did the Lord say? When you pray, enter into that closet. It's a solemn, that's why it's a camp. That's why we'll prophesy and say things, but we're in this establishment in our minds, man. Like, this is it. We're not going out to the others. That's why it's not even open. Yeah, it's not open to the masses anymore.
The secret places.
Man.
We was driven to the mountains back then. We can't go to the mountains now.
No.
So we just go to the word. Just open the book up, pray, and we read.
Keep reconnecting. I'm just gonna keep sitting right here.
And the thing is, we're standing in the holy place.
Exactly.
Because we are the temple. Yeah. And we're reading. And we know that this devil is coming.
Yeah, that's right.
Man.
Yeah, that's proved by the temple, because we're making our body a living sacrifice. This is that spiritual house being built. All right, being Yahweh Shah, the chief cornerstone. That's it on that. So,
Brothers got anything else?
Nah.
By all means, brother.
All right, so with that, I hope you brothers and sisters was edified. You know, next time, say shalom.
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 Man. DTA, baby.
Khan. Y'all about Shimon Shabbat Thumb by Shimon Kadash.